Hey, my name's Nate, and I have a problem. I'm trying to get these blinds, which are Allen and Roth 2-inch blinds, cordless, wood blinds, to fit around an AC unit. Ever had that problem? I think I found a solution, so I just wanted to share it with you because it's working for me. So after I installed it, which is pretty quick and easy, I just pull it down, and for me, the 13th blind down, which is this one, is where I want my last blind above the AC unit, and the rest of them I'm going to cut about right there. So this 14th one is level with the actual top of the AC. I'm going to cut this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to customize by cutting here. And I wanted to show you how I do that. So the first step, I'm just taking normal painter's tape because it doesn't leave adhesive residue. You can use whatever you want. But I just wrapped it around a couple times to try and lock in an even, make sure all these shades are even on the end. And then what I'm doing is I'm just eyeing this on this side, but I'm gonna make a line. The inside of my tape facing the AC unit is going to be my line, my cut line. And I'm just eyeballing this to be as close to the AC unit as possible. Let me see if I can show you here. See that? So I'm just within the side of the AC unit. And I'm going to wrap this a couple times with this tape so that it's kind of a stronghold. So this is the next step. What I did is I tried to wrap it a couple times and make sure it was even as best I can by my eye. But this is a key thing to realize. This string, which is the mechanism to help push up and down your blinds, you can't cut that or you're in trouble. So for me, this works out perfect. Notice how all the cord is going to be away from my cut. You obviously don't want to cut into any of the cord. So the next step, I'm just using this Roby battery charged, whatever this thing is. And this blade gives a nice thin cut. It's not real jagged and a lot of jaws. It's like something you'd use for a pipe. So you can get a nice clean cut. And remember, I'm cutting the line closest towards the AC unit. So this is where I'm gonna start. And you see that right there? So I've got my beginning line. Now I'm gonna have my wife hold this end, so the video is not gonna show that. But she's just gonna hold this still so I can make the best cut all the way down this. Okay, so I've made my cut all the way through, except for the last one in the bunch. So what I'm going to do is just gently, hopefully you can see this, I'm gently holding it up so that it doesn't scar the blind below it. And it's a little difficult because my wife's trying to film, but usually I would just have her help me. But it's just, going real slow so I don't nick the one below. Almost there. Thanks for your patience. There we go. Hey, now I've just locked it back in place after I made the cut, and I just gently pull down as I normally would. I just leave it taped because that kind of helps with the process. And I'm going to leave it to about right there. Then I'm just going to undo the tape and we'll show you the next steps. So I pull down the shades for the respective thing and see how this nicely is customized around there. But we have some problems with the way I've designed it. I use, let's call this a skirt. I use this just to kind of cover up the stuff underneath my AC unit, which I like. And when I pull this down, if you can see this in the video, this isn't gonna work, right? So I have to still do some more cutting. So I'll show you that in a little bit. But the first thing is this section, in order to get it to work correctly, to fold up and down for you, you have to do what you would normally do to shorten the blinds. So that just means you remove these caps and remove the slats one by one until it's the right customized length. And the manufacturer tells you how to do this, but essentially there is a, this is your main pull mechanism with this black circle around it. So you need to undo this knot. Whoops. What I did was I just pulled it out and gave myself some slack. This is real. I need fingernails. Alright, I'm not going to make you guys watch me undo this knot. I'll come back in a minute. Alright, so we fixed the length on this. You can tell it sits really nice and customized. And you can tell that it's also lying really well alongside the AC unit. But we've got a lot of bulk here. So kind of it's the same idea as we did with this. We're just going to have to take out slats so that we can customize it. Alright, we're back. We took out all the blinds that we needed out so that it has the right length when it's all the way down. But the problem is my little skirt thing, if you will, under the AC is still blocking the base. So I just eyed where I'd want to cut it off, just like I did with these, so that it fits nice and snug, and I can pull it all the way down. So I'm going to use this to cut that off, and I should be in good shape. Ta-da! Alright, so I just cut this off so that it fits perfectly all the way down to the bottom. That's what I wanted, but look at this. This one has a similar problem. I want this to lay flush with the base. So how do I do this? I don't use this, right? I found out a little trick. Believe it or not, just some household scissors and you're golden. Trust me, it actually works. So I just eye it again using this painter's tape. I get the length that I think I want to cut off. What I'm doing is I'm pushing it, you can't see this, but I'm pushing it against the side of the window seal over here so that I know, so that I cut the right amount. So here's my scissors, and I'm just cutting against this line, and it's amazingly easy. Can you believe that? Oh my gosh, awesome. It's just a little too snug, so I'm just cut off just a tiny bit more. Aha, perfect. How do you like that? Pretty. So right now I have it to where I've got the length with the blinds that I want to customize the look, but now I just have to put in this extra in the bottom. And this is just a hassle factor, right? But it's supposed to lay nice and flush. So you're just using these little plastic inserts that come with to make sure that it can do that.
Tell about what you're doing. Pulling it tight.
Oh, I'm pulling it tight.
Because why? What have we noticed?
Because if you don't, you might put these things in there and it's just kind of, it's not slack enough, and it'll it'll bring up the blind when you want it to be resting. It's just the way these things work. I'm sure that the more time you've messed with them, you realize that yourself. So if you're asking out there in YouTube land if this is my favorite part, you're right. See how it's still relaxed? That's what you want. If you do it wrong, it'll just pull up on one end, for instance. So I'm pulling it down to where I want it, and I use the extra to stuff the hole. This is my first YouTube home improvement video, so if you like it, please put a like and subscribe to my, oh, I don't have a channel. I don't plan on having one. I just hope this helps you out. So here we go. You got a nice customized look. We found a way to have blinds and make room for the window AC. This is all the tools I really had to use. Tape, measuring, whatever this is. You can tell I'm the handyman of the universe. This surprising tool. Screwdriver. So what you end up with is increased privacy, right? You can roll them up, you can roll them down, whatever you want to do. Hope this helped.